Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter. Today I'm going to show you how to make some really cute Christmas gifts or craft fair items. And what we're going to do is make these little Matchbox little earring packaging holders here, and you can see there's a to and fro on the back, so you'd be able to write that in there. And then inside we've got this cute little pair of penguin earrings. Of course, you can use any charm you want. I'm going to show you how to make these little Matchbox holders as well as these simple little earrings. They're so much fun and they're so adorable, and I think these would be great for any sort of gift for maybe the ladies at the office, or if your daughters want to give gifts to all their girlfriends, or you want a quick and easy craft fair item to sell. These are wonderful for that, and they only take a couple minutes each to make. So the first thing we're going to do is get some charms, and these charms, I got a big package of them a couple of years ago from Oriental Trading. They always have different enameled charms, and I think this is a pack of like 3 dozen, so it'll make 1.5 dozen pairs of earrings. And I think I only paid a couple bucks, like maybe $3.50, because they were on clearance. I think regular price are only about $6 or $7. So but any flat charms are going to work fine. You're also going to need ear wires. And for tools, the only tools you need for the earrings are a pair of 3-in-1 pliers, which basically they're just tiny needle nose pliers. That's really all you need. These also have the little flat squishy part and the clippers in them. You actually just need the needle nose pliers, but this is my favorite little pair, so I use this for everything. Then for the packaging, you're going to need a stapler and a pokey tool, and I'll share the template for the packaging in just a second, but let's get on to making the earrings first. Okay, the first thing you need to do with these charms, they have an additional jump ring on them, which I want to remove because, for one thing, I don't think jump rings are very good in the situation to be an attaching piece, because I think the charm would slip off the earring hole. And then this has a really strong loop on it, so that's what I want to use. And also, because my earring wires here are going to are in line with the hooks, they're parallel with the hooks, I know that when I put my little charm on there, I can make it face out all the time, so it'll go the right way. So what you want to do is look at your earrings, and you want to grab right next to the slit in the wire. You want to grab it, so, well, I'm right-handed, so I'm holding it in my left hand, and I'm grabbing the right-hand side, and the slit is on the right-hand side, and I'm just giving it a twist. You don't want to yank these open like a U, you just want to twist it so that they'll close strongly and you won't have a gap. Then I'm going to pick up my charm, and I'm going to feed it on, so I am putting it on the loop so that the enameled side is going to be in line with this round part of the hook, so that's what's going to show on the outside of your ear. That's what, that's what's going to face forward, so you're going to have the charm facing forward. Then you're going to grab your pliers again, and you're going to twist it shut, and that's all there is to it. And you do that for each earring. Now, quick tip here: when you're a jewelry maker, especially if you're new, you may be getting low on earring hooks, so you go and you buy some others, and you don't really think about it because they look pretty much the same from what you remember. But you'll notice here that some earring wires have a little flat section there, and it's such a subtle difference, but if you had 2 side by side, you'd really notice it. And some, the wire is round the whole way. So what I do, because I may not remember what I have in my box at home, I just make sure that I don't pour my new set of findings into my jewelry supply box until I've used up the old stuff. That way I don't accidentally use 2 earring hooks that don't match. So what you want to do is make up your other earring to match, and then we'll make our packaging. Okay, I'm going to scan my template and actually upload it to my blog, so anybody that wants it can have it to refer to. But in case you don't want to bother, I just wanted to show you what we have for pieces. So the first piece is a piece of cardstock that is 2 inches by 6 inches, and I scored it at 5/8, 3 1/4, and then 3 3/4. And I'll tell you a time-saving tip is I take a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, and I just scored the whole thing at once, and then I just cut them apart. So it literally took like 30 seconds to make all of these blanks. Then you have an insert, which is 1.5 by 2.5. And then on the insert, you are simply going to take a thumbtack or a needle tool, and you're going to poke 2 holes about 1/4 inch from the top of the card. Okay, and you're just going to set that aside. Now, before you fold anything up, and this is just a piece of craft foam that makes it easier to punch, not a big deal. So before you do any folding, there's a couple things you want to do. One is you want to stamp a to and from on the holder, because it'd be tough to stamp after you folded it up, or just a little tougher, I should say. It's always stamps better if you have a flat piece of cardstock. and I am going to stamp that here on this portion here. This is the back side. And then I want to put a little decoration here, and again, it's easier to do before I fold it up. So what I did for my decoration is I just used a 1.5 inch punch, and I punched squares out of scraps of pattern paper. I thought this paper was so cute, but in order to punch this and get the portions that I want to be in the punch, what I do is I just use my 1.5 inch punch upside down, and I punch it. Now, of course, you can do this with a paper trimmer. You don't need a punch, but if you have one, it just makes it really easy to work with. And then I'm going to glue that down right here. And I just want to make sure that it is going to be right side up when I close it. So I am gluing it like that. And I try to keep the border on the edge and the top from the score line equal. And you'll see what I mean when I fold it up here. So and I stamped on the indent side of my scoring just because it gives you a cleaner fold. So this is what you have. Now you're going to take your insert. Okay, see how it's nice and right side up? You're going to take your insert and you're going to set that right in so it is flush with the bottom of the fold there, and you're going to fold that flap right up around it. And then grab your stapler, and you know, a brad would be cute, but man, a staple makes it look so much like a little matchbook, and it just looks really cute. You're just going to staple that down. I do have some colored staples that I'll probably put in here when my staples run out, but I just couldn't be bothered today, I guess. And then all you have to do is just plop your earrings right in the holes. And this is really great because you get a little bit thicker of an area up top because of the little gusset that you made. So it's great for those ear wires, okay? So that's why this is such a perfect packaging for these little flat charm earrings. So they're so simple, but I think the packaging gives an extra little wow. If you want, you could tie a little ribbon around the top and like hang it on the Christmas tree to make it like an ornament. That would be really pretty, but it's just so easy to do. And I think that these look just so adorable. And it's a great way to use up some scraps, and it allows you to make a gift for everybody, every lady that you want. And I'm sure there's probably ways to package a similar gift for a guy like this. So if you have any ideas, make sure you leave them in the comments below. Tell me what you think about this project, and let me know if you'd like to have more quick and easy gift and craft fair ideas. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this a thumbs up if you liked it. And until next time, happy crafting!